Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to another Minecraft video on the Farside server. I'm Atyrum, and in today's episode, the server has been updated to the latest snapshot, as you may be able to tell in the upper left-hand corner, 13W36A. But in today's episode, I am not going to be doing anything related to the snapshot because I actually had other plans, and there's also the fact that a lot of people are probably doing stuff related to the snapshot, so you might be tired of seeing that by this point, so I'm going to do something different. So if you're sick of seeing snapshot stuff already, even though it just came out today, possibly yesterday if I put this video up tomorrow, then you've come to the right place because we are doing things that are different today. And in today's episode, I'm actually going to be talking about the UHC, Farside UHC Season 1. I'll be doing a deep briefing of that. But before I get to that, I actually would like to show off some things that I've done off camera, namely this hallway here, which leads to the tree farm. And the tree farm is also revamped to completely high levels that you did not expect. This actually took quite a while. It's a very big room, and I don't know if you can really get the scale of it just by sitting in here. But when I was up on top doing the ceiling, you could really get a sense for how huge this thing is. I mean, the whole reason it took so long is because the ceiling is so high, and you can't just like dig out the ceiling from here. That's way too high up to get to. So I had to actually dig out the whole ceiling up there, and I did it from up top. So I was like up on the ceiling, walking around, putting all the tiles down and all that stuff. And yeah, I don't have any trees in here at the moment because I wanted to be able to show you the tree farm in its full glory, because trees actually block the view of pretty much everything, which kind of sucks because I went to all this work to make this thing beautiful, and I get to see most of it because of all the trees that will be in the way. But I don't know, I think it's worth it. I really like having everything look polished and clean and beautiful and not having dirt and stone all over the place. Anyways, I have more stuff to show off upstairs, and then we'll be getting to the UHC recap. And I'm going to be doing some caving while I do that recap, because caving is something that I would like to do, and that's it. I don't remember what I showed on camera last time, but I've made more progress out here. I think I showed the lamps. I don't know if I showed the lamps. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. I think I showed this too with the zombie, and I made more progress over here. And speaking of over here, you can ignore this. This was a failed attempt at something, which will be removed eventually. I've done a bit of work over here, dug out this area, and there's nothing really down there yet. It's still the wheat farm. I dug out the potato farm, but I haven't really decorated anything, so I won't show you that yet. I got a couple staircases leading up here. This just leads to the upper balcony area. And this will eventually lead somewhere, I don't know where, but I just kind of felt like this had to be symmetrical, so I put another staircase there that leads to nowhere. And it probably won't lead anywhere for a long time because I got so much work to do around the rest of the base. Over here, this is just a cave, but at some point this entrance will lead to the bottom floor, and this will connect to either the right hallway or the left hallway in the very back, the left hallway being the one that leads to the tree farm. I also revamped my sugarcane farm, and as always, it has 100% effectiveness, and none of the sugarcanes fall on the sides. I put the iron bars here so they don't fall out over here, and I had to pick them up. So in this design, they all fall down into the hoppers, and they all land here. I have quite a few. I don't really need all these. I don't need to build that many books unless I want to build like a huge library or something. So yeah, I think I might want to automate this with like a daylight sensor, but I haven't really gotten around to that. And also, I'm not good with redstone, and it's a lot easier to just make a button that you push and it goes. Oh, and there's one more thing, and probably the most important thing and the most major thing that I built off camera, and that is up here. You may have been able to see this little entrance, this fancy little entrance here, and this is actually my bedroom because I decided I needed a real kind of bedroom, and this is kind of a thing that it's not so much a functional kind of room in so much as it's more of a decorative kind of thing. I mean, it's functional in that I have a bed here that I can sleep in if it was nighttime, but it's not functional as in this is like way out of the way and there's nothing else in here. And ideally, you'd put the bed next to all the other stuff in the basement. But I really wanted to make something more that I could put some design work into. It wasn't just function, you know. So I got like a little garden in the middle. It's meant to kind of be a peaceful sleeping room, and actually there's only one bed in here. There's no chairs or anything. So all you do in here is sleep. But I don't know, I just thought it'd be cool to make a room like this. And I think this turned out really well. This is probably one of the better room designs I've come up with. I copied the design for the walls from downstairs just to give some thematic elements. You can ignore the chests and the furnace, not the furnace, the crafting bench up here, because those are just temporary. I like the little entryway I had here with the half slabs. It's just kind of a different thing. I mean, obviously, it's kind of open, and so I mean, you can have like bugs fly in, but obviously this isn't real life, so bugs wouldn't really be flying in. I don't know, it's kind of different. I like it, and obviously mobs can't come in, but it kind of provides an open air kind of thing. So I thought about putting windows up here, and I might still do that at some point, like kind of a skylight type thing. But for now, it's just lit by glowstone. I have little glowstones under here, and not a torch in sight, which is exactly what I'm aiming for with my entire base, which may not be possible because out here, this glowstone is not sufficient, and I've had torches around here, and I don't really want to put more glowstone down because it feels like it would get crowded, so I may just leave the torches there. I really hate not being able to just glowstone everything up, but there's not really a way around that. I think that's all I have to show at the moment. So, let us move on to the caving and the UHC recap. But before I do that, I have to actually find a cave. I hear a lot of mobs when I'm around here, and I'm not talking about the zombie here. I'm talking about like spiders and stuff down there, but I don't know exactly where that cave is. I don't feel like digging through my base, so I'm gonna go over this way and see if I can find something. This cave doesn't lead anywhere, by the way, in case you're wondering. Kitty cat. Wait, is that kitty cat meowing? I hope that's not my cat. My cat. I don't think pets teleport anymore, so my cat should be safe. I have it kind of walled in because I don't want it teleporting to me when I'm like out caving, and I don't want it to fall in lava or anything like that because that would suck, and I don't want my kitty cat to die. All right. As you can tell, I actually have all my good gear on, and that's just because I'm going to be talking a lot about UHC, and I don't want to have to worry about keeping myself alive, so I figured I'd just go with all my best armor and my best sword, and I always have my best bow on me. I suppose I might talk about the snapshot a bit, but I'm not going to be doing anything related to the features of it. I'm looking for a cave, and I have not found a cave. Here's a cave. This looks like it might go somewhere. Alright, let's go down here. Alright, so, UHC. If you have not watched the Farside UHC Season 1, you should go do that now, because I will be spoiling some things about it in this video. And speaking of spoilers, the game is spoiling what's underground over here for me, because it's not loading in the chunks properly. Anyways, UHC. As you probably know by now, if you haven't left the video, I'm hoping you have actually watched it. If you have not watched it, this is your final warning. Go watch it. Go watch it now. You have been warned. Anyway, so as you already know, because you're still here and you've obviously watched it, or you just don't care, and at that point I don't really know why you'd be watching if you didn't care. But anyway, ooh, a mine shaft right off the bat. And cave spiders right off the bat. Not what I want to see. Let's see if we can find that spawner quick. I said I'd talk about UHC, but I'll get the spider spawner taken care of first, because spider spawners are scary. Second thought, I should have kept that so I can make a farm, but what's been done has been done, and cannot be undone. Okay, so I said I'd talk about UHC, and I'm going to get to that right now. No more delaying to talk about whatever else. Dang it, I really should have kept that spider spawner. This was in a great location to make a spider spawner. I really wanted XP farm of some sort at my base. Okay, that's enough sidetracking. I will really talk about UHC now, I swear. Okay, so it was teams of 2, as you already know, and I was teamed up with Slam, who I had really not had any prior experience playing with. I mean, he was still relatively new to the server at the time. And, well, actually, how that team came about was he didn't have... Wait, what sword is this? I have fire aspect of this sword. Why isn't it lighting anything on fire? That's weird. Anyway, so how the team came about, considering we hadn't ever interacted before, was he was just looking for a partner on the Farside chat on Skype. And I think he just asked me directly, hey, I don't have a partner yet. You want to partner with me? And I said, I don't have any partners, so sure, let's partner up. So yeah, that's how that team came to be formed. And before we actually did the played UHC, I figured we should probably do some kind of co-op type thing before we actually got into the real deal, so we have some experience playing with each other and kind of getting to know how the other plays the game. So we went for a caving run, which we recorded. He uploaded on his channel. It's his first episode. It's about like halfway through it that the caving starts with me. And I did not upload it because I just didn't feel like it, to be honest. I think I had uploaded a caving episode fairly recently. I don't want to do too many caving episodes because that gets boring. Too much of the same thing is boring. So anyways, we kind of played a bit of caving and got to know each other a bit. And that was fun and good. And the UHC started, so it wasn't like two people who had never met before just suddenly played in UHC. But yeah, seriously, what is up with this sword? It's sharpness 5. Shouldn't sharpness 5 be like a one-hit kill? I'm pretty sure it should be. Maybe not. Maybe that's just the fire aspect that I'm used to. So anyways, I mean, our strategy at the beginning was pretty self-explanatory. I mean, I said we talked about it right out at the beginning, and I mean, we didn't have like a really good plan going in. It's just like, hey, let's kind of wing it, I suppose. And we weren't really planning on going to the Nether. Well, I wasn't really planning on going to the Nether. I don't really like doing Nether in UHC. I already have stone on my bar. But Slam decided to go, and we ended up going to the Nether, and that didn't really accomplish much at all. What are these torches from? Hello, buddy. Was this where I just came down? This probably was where I just came down. I'm clearly forgetting things already. Was I just here, or was I not? Was this a different... Is this a different cave that I went in some other time? Gosh dang, I have the worst memory. No, I think this is where I came in. Dang it. Dang it, Atyrum. Yeah, there's the mine shaft again. I've gone in a circle. I'm not really bothered with the coal. I do have my silk touch pick on me, so I can grab stuff without taking up too much inventory space. So, anyways, back to UHC. We went to the Nether because we were trying to find potions. We had actually found melons. If you watched the video, you would know that. At least, I think you would know that. Yeah. Well, duh. I mean, we didn't cut anything out or anything, but... So we found melons and planted them, but then we never really went back for them, and we never found a fortress in the Nether, and nobody else did, I don't believe, so nobody got potions. So there's that. I mean, potions are a good idea to go for UHC because they're so, like, powerful. I mean, you can get health potions, you can get strength potions, you can get all that stuff. But, I mean, the problem is actually getting them requires going to the Nether, and the Nether can be safer than the overworld in some cases, but at the same time, it's not safer. And that's mostly because... How'd this cow get all the way down here? That's mostly because of flying mobs. That's what I really think is the biggest threat in the Nether, is like the gas and the blazes that you can't really hit reliably, but they can hit you pretty easily from a distance. So that can be problematic, and that's why I was kind of iffy about the Nether, was the gas, and also upon finding a fortress, the actual blazes. So if I seemed really nervous about the Nether when we were actually in there, that was kind of why I was just really worried about getting hit by gas. And at that point, I actually still had full health, which is pretty amazing. It kind of goes to say that I kind of know my stuff when it comes to PvE, player versus environment, for those of you who don't know. There's some rail tracks I might want to come back here for. Hunter's still on, so... The mob cap is split between the two of us, I believe, if I know my game mechanics correctly. So, continuing the UHC chat, after the Nether we decided to just go for enchanting, which we ended up doing. Things went sour when I almost called Slam Hunter, because Hunter's on right now, but things kind of went sour when we went through the mine shaft, and as you know, if you watched the video, I kind of got caught on fire because Slam was placing a lava bucket, and I'm not saying this was his fault. I mean, don't take it that way. I mean, I was kind of standing on a wooden platform above lava, so that wasn't a very smart idea on my part. But then I got caught on fire, so then I'm like, hey, help, help, help! I don't have a water bucket, because I think I said in the video that I gave my water bucket to him, but I don't know if I had a water bucket, if I just gave him my lava bucket. Actually, I can't really even remember. I haven't watched the footage back recently, so I don't really remember what exactly happened. Really not getting a lot of mobs in here, so that's kind of nice. So anyways, he runs over to put me out, and he accidentally puts out his lava bucket instead of water bucket, and it ends up landing behind me. And what it looked like on my video, and what I thought happened, was he put the lava bucket on me after I stopped burning, but as it turns out, he put the lava bucket down before I stopped burning, thinking it was a water bucket, and it landed behind me, and I backed up into it, and he was trying to pick it up, so I ended up getting caught on fire by that. But luckily he picked it up fast, so I didn't burn in the lava too long, because I think if you're actually in the lava, it takes damage faster. And man, this was kind of a small mine shaft. There's got to be more to it, isn't there? Ooh, I'm kind of tempted to go for an X-ray, kind of like what Wumbo and I did in our caving episode a couple months ago. It might have been like a month ago or month and a half or something like that. I don't know. But I think that's it for this cave at the moment. I think I might have to dig down, unless there's some over here that I didn't explore yet. Dang it! Visible gravel. Yeah, I got all this. I'm just gonna dig down at this point. Underneath the mine shaft, just in case there's more of it down here somewhere. And continuing UHC talk. So after that whole incident with the lava and the fire, I ended up being at, I think it's 1.5 hearts. So I ended up being, but up to that point, I mean, I hadn't taken any damage from the environment, so I think for the most part I was doing pretty good. And I think Slam didn't take all that much damage either. So when it came to the player versus environment, our team was pretty good there. So what am I trying to say here? I don't know. I think that's all I was trying to say, is that we did pretty good at the player versus environment type thing. So we spent a good amount of time trying to get enough gold for the apple. And of course, once we got enough gold for the apple, and we actually got the... Did we actually get the apple, or did we... I think we just had the gold, and we were just sitting on it a while, and we kept caving. And the thing is that once you have enough gold, you really should get that apple right away, just in case like you get attacked by somebody, or something unexpected happens. I mean, if somebody had caught us off guard when I only had 1.5 hearts, it would be over, pretty much. We have another cave here, so I need to make some more torches. So that's kind of one of the big mistakes that I kind of made, is I waited too long to heal up, and it didn't end up costing me, but so that's good, but it could have, and that's kind of the point. Be gone, fallen creatures. Oh no, I hit the bat. Okay, so what happened after that? After we got all healed up, I mean, it's pretty standard after that. We're just doing more caving. We're trying to get geared up. I mean, I think Slam really wanted to get going and go kill some people, but I kind of wanted to wait it out. I mean, I figured people would kind of kill themselves off and then get killed by mobs, and we could kind of, you know, wait it out. It seems kind of a cheap strategy to kind of wait for other players to kill each other before you jump in, but I kind of figured, I mean, Slam admitted he's not very good at PvP, and I'm not the greatest either, so I figured our best chance was probably to wait it out, doing some more player versus environment type thing, getting more materials and whatnot. Or, I don't know if you call them materials, more resources. So I figured we'd be better off doing that. This cobblestone here, is this a dungeon? No, what is this? Oh, this is my strip mine. That's funny. Anyway, so I kind of figured we'd be better off if we kept doing some caving and whatnot, but I know he was eager to get going, so that kind of played into our moving out when we did. I probably would have stayed underground longer, tried to get more stuff, because I like to be kind of more of a careful player, I suppose. I like to be as geared up as possible to kind of get the best outcome there. And I don't think our eventual death was due to our lack of being geared up. I mean, I think we were pretty even. I mean, I think both Conniva and Sneak both had like sharpness 3 swords or something, and I had like a sharpness 1, and Slam had a sharpness 2, I think. Of course, I also had a flame bow, so that kind of evened things out, or it would have if I was a better shot. Although I think I did a decent job at shooting, but I'm certainly no really good bow person. But anyways, let's talk about that final battle there, because there's lots of stuff burning. Where are you? Sounds like it's right down here. Oh, I should have a water bucket in my bar just in case I run into lava. Anyway, so that final battle, I mean, okay, so it was on ice, so okay, that doesn't really play a whole lot of into the actual battle, but okay, so I saw the players first, and of course I kind of freaked out and I shouted, "Players, players, players!" and Slam didn't know where they were, so he's kind of running around, and I probably should have specified that they're right in front of me, but it's kind of the heat of the moment, and I was kind of like, oh, we're finally getting into fighting people and stuff, so yeah, I was a bit freaked out, a little bit. So, okay, so at this point, I was kind of starting to, like, my hand was starting to shake, because, okay, so the thing with UHC is that you basically sink, like, 1 to 3 hours into getting set up and getting all these resources and stuff, and then it kind of ends in this payoff where you either fight the opponent and you win and you get the ultimate victory, and oh, look, diamonds. Or you die and you lose basically all that time that you just spent. So that's kind of why I was nervous at that point in the UHC, and kind of why my hand was shaking and I couldn't really keep things steady. So okay, so I don't know exactly how they maneuvered it, because I haven't actually watched their videos all the way through, and Sneak actually hasn't posted all of his videos yet, so that's a thing. And this looks like the end of the cave down this way, but I thought I heard zombies off this way. Let's go check that out. Anyway, so once they got like under the cover of the trees, I couldn't tell where they were, so I was just kind of staying in one spot trying to locate them, and I don't really know where Slam ran off to. Has he uploaded this recent video? I don't know. I don't know if he's uploaded the last video. I think he's kind of behind an upload, so I don't know where he was. But at some point, he just shouted that I think he just shouted that he was dead or something, and then Conniva got him. So I looked over there. He was right there. I saw all his stuff drop, and I saw that Conniva had killed him with a sword, so I thought he'd be right in the area. So I quickly looked around, couldn't find him anywhere. So I ran like towards the area. I figured the other players, the Sneak and Conniva, would have come from, because I kind of figured Sneak might still be down there. So I went that direction. I ended up finding Sneak, and of course I didn't know where Conniva was. I figured he'd probably be like behind me or whatever, sneaky up on me, ready to kill me. And as it turns out, I think he was. I think you can see my post-death screen that he basically showed up right afterward. But anyways, I saw Sneak, and I figured my best shot would be to light him on fire. I kind of figured at this point, okay, I'm one person against two. I don't really stand much of a chance. And to be honest, I didn't really think I'd live, to be honest. So I kind of figured I'd die. So I wanted to do as much damage as possible. I mean, not because I have anything against Conniva or Sneak, but just because, I mean, you got to go out with a bang. I mean, you don't just lay down your arms and say, okay, I give up. Kill me. Take my stuff. Wow, that's a lot of zombies. So I got out my bow and I started shooting at him. I wanted to get the flame on him because, of course, fire is going to do some damage, and that extra damage is going to be very nice. I think I ended up getting him down to 4 hearts from whatever he was at. He was at a decent amount of hearts. But the thing is that once he like got in melee range, I didn't switch to my sword, which honestly, I think if I switched to my sword, I might have had a chance at killing him. Though that's not to say that I would have survived the encounter, because Conniva was coming up right behind me. He probably would have killed me, even if I had killed Sneak there. I'm just saying that I had a chance to get a PvP kill, and I didn't really take it because, well, I was in panic mode, to be honest, and I was just kept firing my bow because that's all I could think of to do. I mean, honestly, I know how to use the hotkeys, and I have them set up so I can use them easily. Like I have my sword on 3 and I have my bow on 5, or I had it whatever I had it set up on that day when we were playing. But so I could have easily switched to my sword without wasting too much time trying to scroll through stuff, because of the numbers. You can hit a number and you can get to the weapon or item of choice. So I could have switched to my sword, but I didn't really think of it, and for some reason I thought my bow would be stronger. But at short range, if you're just hitting really fast shots, and I wasn't really shooting fast enough to just keep knocking him back, so I wasn't really doing enough good just with my bow. I kind of figured that if I shot rapidly, a whole bunch of my bow, I could keep him back, but that didn't really work out. So I really should. So basically, to sum it all up, I should have switched my sword, and if I had switched my sword, I might have gotten a kill in. And I still wouldn't have won, but it would have been something. So next season of UHC, I think I'm done talking about the first season now. I mean, I could talk about the other people's perspectives and what I saw, what I liked about other people's strategies and whatnot. But I'll save that for other people to talk about because I don't want to talk about everybody's stuff. I believe I've covered everything I need to cover. So anyways, next season of UHC we're doing solo. And I actually think I'll do a bit better at solo because I don't know, I think I was kind of worrying about my teammate a lot of the time in this one, and I mean I didn't, not to say that I really needed to worry about my teammate. I mean Slam could really take care of himself, but it's just something I did naturally that I was kind of always concerned about my teammate. And I think playing solo, like everyone for themselves, I wouldn't have to worry about where my teammate was, and I could just basically do whatever I wanted to do without worrying about, like, say if my teammate was at low health or if my teammate didn't agree with what I was doing or stuff like that. Do I really need all this stuff? Gosh dang, I was supposed to bring my ender chest. I didn't bring it, so I'm just going to have to dump some crap over here. I don't need this, don't need this, don't need this, don't need this. Yeah, I don't really need these. Alright, let's pick this up. So this could be kind of a short... I don't really need bread, let's not take that. It'd be a waste. Anyway, so solo UHC, I think I'll do better. Although I still don't really think I'll win because I'm not the greatest UHC player. I mean, obviously I've proven that I'm kind of good at PvE, so I mean, I've played a decent amount of UHC, and I've never died to environment damage or a mob or anything like that, so that's something at least. Whoa, 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 whoa. Freak me out like that. Jesus. And you too. You didn't really freak me out though, because I knew you were coming. Oh, hi there, Mr. Spider. So I gotta see if I can find another cave spider spawner and not break it this time because... Oh, come on, that's 2 hits. 2 hits from the sharpest 5 sword should have killed him. There's something goofy going on with enchanted weapons in this snapshot, and I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. So as I was saying, and I'm not the greatest UHC player, but I've never died to environment damage, so I think at the very least I'm going to say that I'm going to get at least 1 kill in the next UHC, and we haven't recorded it yet, so I'm not saying this because it's already happened or anything like that, because that would be spoilers, and I'm not a spoiler kind of person. So I think I'm going to get at least 1 PvP kill next season, and that's kind of what I'm going to be betting on. So look forward to that, because it is totally happening, and I totally know that it is going to be happening in floating rail tracks. So one of the things I suppose I should talk about is the fact that there are UHC matches that some of the other Farside players play in a lot. I mean, I know Quake is a pretty big into UHC, and he hangs out on the UHC subreddit. I'm not real big into Reddit, so I don't really know much about that, so don't ask me. I only know enough about Reddit to go post my videos on the Farside Reddit. Anyways, he plays a lot of matches on the UHC subreddit, and I know there are a couple other members who play. I think, was it VLSI, aka Cluster, who actually hosts some of his own matches. So they always offer they put out, sometimes when they play, they put out like a invitation on the Farside chat on Skype to let other people join in if they want to, but I don't really ever choose to join in because, to be honest, I don't really want to like ruin the experience of UHC. I feel like it's like a thing that shouldn't be done too much because it kind of ruins the fun of it. I definitely enjoy doing UHC, but I don't want to do it too much because that kind of, it stops being fun if you do it too much. I mean, yes, you become a lot better at it if you do it a whole lot, but it just becomes less fun. And I want it to be fun, and I care about it being fun more so than I care about winning. So next season, don't go in watching my perspective, expect me to win. Expect me to cause some havoc and possibly build a house at 0-0. It will be the prettiest house you have ever seen in a UHC match. So yeah, like I said, going into UHC for the fun of it. So next season should be good. This looks like a spider spawner. There are enough cobwebs over here, but I don't see it. It must be buried over here. So yeah, I suppose I'll say that my strategy for the solo UHC is just going to be not to go in with the mindset that I'm going to win. I mean, I kind of thought I had a chance when we played the teams game, but like not enough of a chance that I'd really like bet on it. Like I kind of figured. Okay, I'm going quiet for a second because I know these spiders are somewhere around here, and I want to light it up as good as possible. Now, I should also write down the coordinates for this so I can find it again. I hope this isn't like too far from my base. I want to be able to get to here easily. Let's fill this out. Make sure it's all well lit. Oh, nope, 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 nope. Go away, go away, go away. No, we don't like that. Where the heck was he hiding? Did he come up from in here? Gosh dang it. I hear them. It sounds like they're above me. I gotta block this off. I gotta block this stuff off. Block everything off. So that way I can come back down here safely. Next time, whenever I decide to come make an XP farm out of this, which hopefully will be sometime. I'll probably do that off camera. Okay, so I think I've said all that needs to be said about the UHC and the upcoming UHC, which I still don't know exactly when it is. I think we might have set a date, and it might be soon. Actually, it could be this Sunday for all I know. But I don't know. There's that to look forward to at some point. And that's really all I had to talk about today, so let's talk a bit about the snapshot changes, because I don't have anything else to talk about, and I'm still in this cave, and I don't know how long I've been recording because I did not keep a timer. I don't really keep a timer nowadays, so I don't know why I keep mentioning that I don't keep a timer, because I don't. I never do. I never will. Actually, I do keep a timer when I'm playing Pokemon, because I like to keep those episodes 20-minute long, because there's no real defined end, whereas in a Minecraft video you kind of like set your own objectives for each episode. Need to smoke some more torches. It sounds like the zombie's coming. Let's blast this off real quick so he doesn't surprise us. And I keep running out of space in my inventory. Woo! Alright, torches. What level am I at right now? 30. Not low enough to get diamonds, but low enough to get gold. Oh, hello there, guys. So, the snapshot changes, I won't go over every single detail of the snapshot changes because you can find that in somebody else's video. I'm not going to do a snapshot review because that's what everybody else does. And I aim to be different in some form. Of course, you can't be all that different when you're playing Minecraft for YouTube, which is what everybody else is doing. Someone's behind me. Someone's not behind me. Someone's in front of me. Aha! Okay, this sword is definitely not sharpness 5. I mean, based on how many hits it's taken to kill these guys, no way. No way. So something's bugging out with the enchants. And that bothers me. Because I didn't go to all the trouble of enchanting this frickin' sharpness 5 diamond sword with fire aspect and all that stuff for nothing. So I did try out the new fishing, and well, for the most part, fishing is the same. I mean, I haven't tried out the enchants yet, and I don't actually know what they were because I didn't really look like a whole lot for what they did, but I kind of looked on the like wiki and stuff, and it hasn't been updated yet. So I don't really know what the enchants do, but I kind of figured that like one of them affects like the amount of time it takes to get a fish, and one of them might affect like the durability or the amount of time or the amount of fish you actually get up with each cast, with each cast, or something like that. I don't know. What else got added? New biomes. I have not really explored much. Actually, I have not explored at all. I mean, I did load up a creative world just to check things out, and I saw a lot of savannas, and also a lot of savannas, and that's about it. Savannas are cool, although I'm not really a fan of the way the logs generate, so they're kind of sideways. It just looks kind of odd to me. And I think I said I was going to write down the coordinates of that spider spawner. I forgot to do it. I'll do it off camera. Or maybe I'll find another one. Be nice if I could find two really like right next to each other, because then I could make a very efficient spawner trap. That's definitely a cave spider. Backing up. It's also a creeper. Kill the cave spider? You did not. Their spawner is probably down there. Well, my inventory's full. I think it's time to head up to the surface. If this guy would leave me alone. Alright, guys. Do we really have to do this, guys? Guys, seriously. Alright, I'm going to start digging up to the surface. And while I'm doing that, I will continue talking about the snapshot. Fishing. I already talked about fishing. What else got added? I don't even remember what else got added. I have terrible memory. What's over here? Just more of the mine shaft. Let's block this off so we can get down here easy. Let's dig that up so we can put something in front of it. And yeah, I just want to kind of make this a safe area so I can get back here easily without too much trouble. And continuing upwards or into another part of the mine shaft. Dang it! How come there's at one point where I found the end of the mine shaft, I couldn't find more of it, but now I just keep finding more mine shaft. It's kind of annoying. Just kind of. Probably run into another cave while I'm digging up here or something. Because that's always fun. Jeez, I don't even remember what else the snapshot added, besides like the new biomes and such. I think I was talking about how I didn't like the savanna trees, because they kind of generate diagonally and it doesn't really, it just looks odd. I mean, because it looks more, rather than diagonal logs, it looks more like they're just floating in midair next to each other. I mean, you can see like inside the tree, like the lines inside the tree, when you look at it from underneath or on top. So it just looks kind of weird, because it looks like someone cut the tree open and then kind of placed the logs in thin air next to it. Ooh, this is another cave. I'll have to explore all this stuff later. I don't do a lot of caving. Well, actually, I was going to say on camera, but I don't do a whole lot of caving in general. I tend to do more strip mining. Not because strip mining is more fun, but because strip mining is easier. And strip mining is something I can do while I'm like watching other people's videos, especially like Minecraft videos mostly. When I'm watching a Minecraft video, it's really easy to just put on a Minecraft video of some sort, and you don't really have to pay a whole lot of attention to a Minecraft video, because I mean, you know what blocks look like. You just have to glance at it every so often to see what's being built or whatever. But you can easily just strip mine and just kind of keep half an eye on one place, or keep one eye on that side of the screen. I mean, if you have two screens, you can do it with two screens. One screen have the YouTube on full screen, and one screen have Minecraft on full screen. But the way I usually do it, because I don't have two screens, although I do have a laptop next to me I could be using if I really wanted to, is I just kind of make a smaller window for each, and I just kind of watch the video and play the Minecraft side by side. And I think I'm heading the right way back to my base. But anyways, that's kind of what I do when I'm strip mining to make it more interesting. And also, to catch up on people's videos, basically whenever I have like a whole bunch of videos to catch up on, I just put them, like I'll put them all in a playlist or something, and then I will do some strip mining, and that's all fun and good. Gosh dang it. Did I go a lot farther than I expected? Or maybe it was around the other way. On the plus side, you guys are seeing the whole island here at this point. I could probably get back if I just walked across this way, but I feel like going around the outside because I'm stubborn like that. Savannas, like I was just talking about. The new biome, which I have not seen yet. Well, actually, I mean, I have seen it, but I haven't seen it on the server because I haven't gone exploring yet. I mean, okay, so here's the thing with these new biomes, is there's not really, as far as I can tell, there's not a whole lot of interest in these new biomes yet. So there's really no reasons to go there except for to look at them because they're pretty. I mean, they all have existing types of wood there, and I mean, some of them have different kinds of, I think like one of them has different kind of dirt or something, and one of them has like clay on the surface, like hardened clay. Giraffes. That'd be pretty cool. I would totally tame a giraffe and keep it as a pet in my jungle. Anyways, I have found my way back. This is the outcropping right outside my base. My base is right over there. I actually know my way around this island, even though I don't really explore it a whole lot. I just explored it a couple times to make sure there wasn't a jungle temple here, because it sure would suck if I went all over looking for a jungle temple and it was actually one right by my house. So anyways, what I was saying about these new biomes is there's not a whole lot of reasons to go there. There's no like generated structures that have nice pretty stuff. There's only a couple of new blocks that they have in these places. And I mean the weird thing about the savannas is that the wood is still called jungle wood, the wood that you get from the savanna trees. So I'm sure they'll fix it at some point, give it a new name. But oh, and there's new flowers in the game, but I couldn't get them. Apparently you can only get them. I mean, I tried using bone meal and grass to get them, but apparently you can only do that in certain biomes, and the only biomes I have on my island are a jungle, an extreme hills, and a taiga. And apparently I tried all of them, and apparently the flowers don't spawn in any of them, so that kind of sucks. Because I really wanted new flowers so I could kind of decorate my place. Put some flower pots all over the place, make it pretty, and you know, all that stuff. Hey, kitty cat, who still has no name. Anyways, let's take one quick look at the haul I have brought back from this cavey run. And I will fortune it all off camera because, yeah. Not a huge haul. I mean, I got some horse armor saddle that I'm never going to use. Only one lapis ore. I have 4 diamond ore, so I might be able to get like 6 diamonds from that. I've been having pretty bad luck with the fortune lately. I actually found a vein of 3 diamonds, and I used my fortune 3 pick on it, and I only got 3 diamonds from it. Like seriously, what the heck? Let's see, almost 3 sacks of iron, so that's nice because I am going to want to make a beacon at some point, and I'll put it right there at some point. Anyways, I think that's enough for this episode. I don't know how long it's gone. It's probably gone a little long, but that's okay. I mean, I had something to talk about the whole episode, so it's not like I have to cut anything out. But anyways, I will see you guys in the next episode. I'll probably do some more building, or possibly go wither skull hunting and kill another wither on my own. I don't know. Who knows? We'll see in the next video. Goodbye.